Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I thought we would have a conversation about journaling supplies versus art supplies. I am having a it's not an issue, it's not a big deal. Okay, let's see. I'm using the Sakura Pigma BB, and then I'm going to be using a little bit of the Uniball Signo in gold. This is a high release. I buy these in bulk. Let's get to doodling and drawing while we chat. So I've been journaling in an A5 400 expanded moleskin, and I've filled one completely. So I've been doing it for over 400 days in a row, and I really enjoy it. It's kind of like a feelings journal. It's not really, I do some little life updates, but it's mostly just how I feel and what I'm thinking about and what's on my mind. And I've been using Pilot pens. Let me pull one. The G207 Pilot pens. This one bleeds. It bleeds through everything. Pink's a powerful color, folks. Anyway, and I am going through them at a really quick pace. I did not see that coming. You'd think after a couple hundred days I would realize how fast I was going through them. I still wasn't. Like, it wasn't occurring to me. And since I use them for illustration, it's sort of one of those things, do I want to... Well, obviously I want to keep using them for illustration. I really like Pilot pens. I don't really care that they're not light fast because I can just scan or do digital art with it. It's not for gifts or commissions or anything like that. I just really like how pigmented they are, and like the ink always comes out evenly for me. But I am burning through them, and since I only buy art supply mediums once a year in accordance with my low buy rules, I buy them in the summertime. And I was kind of doing like a colored mood theme so I can look back and go, yes, okay. From a distance, like flipping through overall what the year looked like based on the colors. I was going through a lot of green, like a lot. So it may be time to reevaluate, because I don't think for the money and just for writing, I don't feel like that's a good use of the pens. Like, I think they'd be better left just to illustration. And I feel like at this juncture in my life, I should have used like cheaper pens. It's not like the pages are going to see light and so I have to worry about them fading. There's none of that like preservation stuff. They don't have to be archival. They don't have to be, it's just journaling. And it's just for me. It's not like a public consumption bullet journal or anything like that. It's not, it's private. So, I'm trying to figure out when I go to do a purchase in the summertime for loose supplies and things that I need. I do love hair in the eyes. It's like a thing. I really like it. I apologize. We don't need this calendar at the top either. I don't care. It's not that deep. I'm trying to figure out like what pen would be super budget. And I'm looking at and leaning towards like Bic pens. Bic pens, you can get them in blue, and you can get them in green, and they have red. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. Because you can get a bunch for a fraction of the price. Like, I think you can get, boy, a dozen Pilot pens for, I don't know, $12 maybe? Is that $1 a pen? That doesn't sound right. It depends on what pack you're getting for your pens. Some of the pastel ones I think are more expensive. But like a dozen Bic pens is like $2 to $5. And Again, at the rate I'm going through them, I think that might be a better use for those pens, and then I can use them for the bullet journal. I have like a couple really old big pens, and they don't bleed like Pilot does. Pilot really ghosts and shows through and does its stuff. But gosh, I want some nostrils here, I think. I think that's a thing I want. Oh my gosh, I'm having such allergies. When you're having allergies and you're drawing nostrils and you're like, make them smaller, breathing's hard. Anyway, that is my thought. I know a lot of people use their art supplies in their journal. There's like a lot of overlap with those, and some people delineate that, and some people use like inks, and boy, I'm going through it. I don't know how much other people journal, like how much they're filling their page or what size page they're doing. The lighting is really fluctuating outside. And if I am on my best behavior, I might be able to get some sunshine today and take advantage of it, a little bit of it. But I think I am pretty much done using art supplies for journaling. I really don't do things by halves, do I? I draw every day, I journal every day. Like, I just don't take breaks. Probably should, but I don't. So that would probably explain why I'm going through things. My empties jar already for the year looks a little crazy. And yeah, I had some things that were really close to being used up, and I didn't realize that. But as far as like just journaling, I don't feel like I need a separate empties for that one. That's kind of weird. Unless folks want to see how much like journaling stuff I fill. It's kind of a lot more than I ever thought it would be. I tried journaling once before. I did one of those, a line a day. It was like a 5-year journal, and it was beautiful. It was like blue, and it had stars, and it was really, really pretty. And it was like a line a day, and then you can look back. It would have been perfect. Some of these things would have been perfect for the pandemic because it's such a really unique capsule of time. And I thought, I'll just write what I do every day, a line a day, and then I can look back on it in 5 years and be like, woo, I do things. Well, I did 2.5 years in the line a day. I did try. There was a thing. However, when I was like looking back through it and comparing my years, not a lot of variation, which is fine. Like, it's fine. We don't do a lot of traveling. We don't do a lot of stuff. But it was a lot of like every day was kind of the same. Took the kids to school, worked out, did some illustration. And it wasn't just, it was really similar day to day, and it was really similar year after year. And I was like, this isn't, it was like 18 and 19. And then it was like houses being worked on. I don't know. It wasn't what I thought it would be, and it wasn't enough of what I needed. I feel like those 5-year journals are very, very specific. Like, they have a very set amount of space to write in. And while that's like absolutely fine, there's nothing wrong with that, it was too much and not enough. I'm trying to make it make sense. I was doing what my days looked like, what my year looked like, what my life looked like, and it's not journal interesting to me. Like, it was just really, really boring, and I wasn't getting anything out of it. That doesn't mean you wouldn't or other people wouldn't. It still might be a nice gift. I'll link the one that I had because I just thought it was really pretty. That I just really like blue, so, you know, super biased. But yeah, wasn't a thing. Didn't work for me. And then I started chatting with somebody and they're like, you know what you should be doing? And I'm like, tell me what I should be doing with my life. And they were like, you should do a feelings journal and put it all in there, and it may help with tough emotions like anxiety and things like that. And I was like, oh, that had not occurred to me that was a thing that would help with. And so I started doing it and I love it. But oh my gosh, do I write a lot. So, and I don't even mind if there's a lot of like repetition and things sound the same, because it's how I feel. So it's putting it on a page and getting it out there, you know, and processing some of that stuff. But using art supplies, I don't know. It's just feels kind of weird, feels disingenuous, and it feels like it's going to be expensive year after year after year, especially some days I write really small and I just keep going. So really going through the ink, I can't tell you. Like, I'm trying to, but it's weird. It's weird because I'm like, I kind of want to draw with this too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find cheaper pen sets or something. Just because I don't want to use all my art supplies just for writing my moods. And I want to keep doing it. I want to keep journaling. I really like it. Once you find what you want to write about, oh my gosh, I have to sneeze. Excuse me, I told you I was having an allergy. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Once you figure out what it is you want to write about, sorry about that. There's a lot going on. Our twins are turning 13 today, so party. And I wanted to get this video out, and I really wanted to talk about this. If you have suggestions, solutions, things you really like, things you don't like, things that work for you, things that didn't work for you, things you don't recommend people doing, I like all kinds of recommendations, even if it's like, dude, stay away from this. It's a fortune. It's a waste of time. Don't do this. I love it all. So we're going to the beach. It is a beach day. The sun is out. It is birthday time. I'm adding some gold. It just needs, I really like gold and black together. It looks very striking, especially when the sun is behaving. I don't know what it's doing. So I'm just going to add some gold here. And again, this is like a high flow ink. So it's a lot of ink. But I feel like I really want more gold. So I did some gold yesterday. I did watercolor pencils, some birds, and then added gold in the background. Anyway, I do love making things metallic. I am all out of my, I have like a copper pen, and I didn't realize it was so low. So I'm working on my list of things I want versus things I need for mediums for my summer order already. In March, I'm starting to get that itch of wanting to purchase some art supplies. And so I'm making sure that I'm making a list now. And the things that I keep going back to thinking I wish I had are what I'll be purchasing in the summer. So I'm kind of feeling that out. This isn't meant to be like a low buy conversation, but it kind of is a little bit. Just because I see things and I'm like, ooh, that's really neat. Is that a want? Is that a need? Do I want to try a couple new things, since my surfaces order is so specific and detailed and calculated, so I don't go crazy and splurge. And Do I want to do that a little bit with my mediums? So I'm making a list, and as the days go by, I'm looking and seeing what things I still want. The weather is turning nice. It is lighter later. The sun is out. Boy, do I love my vitamin D. I'm part plant, I've decided. So in celebratory mood, we're going to have all the gold and all the sparkles and all the confetti. So yes, journaling. What are your favorite pens? Do you do specific, like, really good inks and have a really nice, like, pen for that? Is that where you indulge and splurge on that? I don't know. I kind of feel like my art is where I splurge, and so my journal is like more functional than creative. I don't know, but I think everybody does it so vastly different that it's fascinating. Okay, this is my doodle for the day. It's absolutely slapdash, but I have a party to get to. The kids made s'mores ice cream from scratch and a peanut butter chocolate cake for themselves because they're hilarious. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. Let me know in the comment section if there is like a pen or an ink or something you really enjoy writing with. Maybe it's just super smooth, or maybe you can get them in bulk that's really budget. I'd be really curious to know. I hope your week is wonderful, and I will talk to you later. Bye.